Welcome back to Volunteer State Community College for Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Ball State Lady Pioneers and the Patriots of Patrick and Henry. Ball State won Game 1 6-0. Tight until the fifth inning when the Lady Pioneers scored 5 in the fifth to take the 6-0 lead. As the Lady Pioneers have taken the field, give you the defensive alignment for Vol State. Kirsten Smith will be the starting left fielder. Abby Merle will be in center field, and Nia Dawson back out in right. Willow Carden gets a start at third base. Allie Grizzle at short. Alyssa Dixon at second. Maddie Goad moves from third over to first, and behind the plate, KJ Irwin. And in the circle, Courtney Denrider. Back for day number 2. Pitched in yesterday's game number 2, I believe it was. Got the last inning. Give up a hit and a couple of runs, a couple of walks, a couple of strikeouts. Looking to better that today as she is a transfer from Indian Hills Community College. That's in Iowa, 5'10", right-hander. Sophomore biology major here at Vol State, daughter of Paul Denrider and Aaron Del Santo, sister to Kobe, granddaughter of Grandpa and Grandma in Oconto, Wisconsin, and Grandpa and Grandma in Lena, Wisconsin. 19 games a year ago, all in relief, no decisions, 23 innings for Indian Hills, 2.74 ERA. She will face Hannah Frink, who is the leadoff batter and second baseman for the Patriots, who are looking for their first win. And we are underway with the first pitch down low. Game time temperature 59 degrees. So we begin right here at 2:01 Central Time. Ball State got their 5th win of the year. Went 2-2 down in Dothan, Alabama last weekend. No game scheduled for this weekend as we're expecting rain here in Middle Tennessee. These games were originally scheduled, these games being yesterday's doubleheader with Danville and today's doubleheader with Patrick and Henry. Originally scheduled for Saturday and Sunday, moved up due to this impending weather coming in. Only rain, nothing, no ice or snow forecasted. 1-2, misses low and inside. But Lady Pioneers make sure I'm correct on this, get their schedule pulled up. We'll play next Wednesday. That change up misses up, and a full count Ministries full count. Lady Pioneers back in action here next Wednesday against the Indian Hills Community College squad, where Courtney Denrider was last year. She gets a swinging strikeout to begin the game. Hannah Frink from Vinton, Virginia, a sophomore, goes down swinging. And it brings up Laura Brown, the right fielder. Denrider delivers. That bunt attempt is popped up back to the press box. Laura Brown batted 9th in game 1, went 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout, moving up in the lineup, but back in right field is the sophomore from Verona, Virginia. There's a strike as Denrider steps on a fastball there, gets ahead in the count. 0-2. On deck, Mackenzie Cobb, who's the DP. Just catches that outside corner and another strikeout. 2 outs in the top of the first. This one a backward K on the score sheet if you're scoring from home. And if you are, I need to know about it. Send me an email to treesports@gmail.com. The scorekeeping nerds need to commiserate. Ball one to the left-handed hitting Mackenzie Cobb, who pinch hit in game one. Strikeout victim of Jordan Lucas. And this time she's going to take one off that right shoulder. Used to tell us in baseball, don't rub it, but I don't think they'd tell the ladies that. Willow Cardinal come over. Dap with Courtney Denrider. That brings up Lily Corolla, who is pitching here in game two. She came in game one, got roughed up. There's a slow roller to second. Dixon gloves. She'll go underhand over to Goad at first base for out number 3. So one runner is left aboard. No runs, no hits, no errors. And a good start for Courtney Denrider. Common spelling of Denrider, Denruyter. Let's take a break and be back for the bottom of the first. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network. Hey, we didn't go to the break. You just heard me breathe for 45 seconds. That's what happens during a break. I just breathe and look at notes. Apparently my computer not listening to me, or I'm not pressing the right buttons, as Abby Merle leads off. Abby 3 walks as the 9-hole hitter hits a 2-hopper to third, gloved by Kylie Cooper. Throws out Merle at first base. Cooper was behind the plate for 5 of the 6 innings. Now Mally Grizzle, the shortstop, stands in. Looks at a called strike from Ken Cato behind the plate. Michael Barrett handling the bases here for game number 2. Two umpires most of the time in college softball and baseball. 1-1 pitch, ground ball, and this is a 1-hopper to Cooper. She handles that one for out number 2. Couple of ground balls to the hot corner. Morgan McCrary's in left, Allison Brooks in center, Laura Brown in right. That's the same outfield as game 1. Infield a little bit different as KJ Irwin will bat third again in this game. Couple of hits and got robbed of a hit in her last at-bat. Takes a called strike. She went 2 for 4. It's a flare again over right in front of Cooper at third base. It landed in fair territory, but the English on it. An immediate turn left. And thankfully for Patriots fans, Cooper didn't touch it. Chick-fil-A at Gallatin, foul ball off to the left side. If she touches that one, it's going over to the fence. KJ Irwin would have been in at first base safely if she'd have stayed upright. 0-2 pitch. That's a shot past the glove of the third baseman, Kylie Cooper. KJ Irwin with her third hit of the day. Stay hot, Miss Irwin. Brings up Maddie Shinton, who's in scoring position when she steps to the plate. Question is, how many home runs, if she stays healthy, will she hit this year? Typically aggressive on the first pitch, lets the first pitch go by here, and it's a ball. Maddie was 1 for 2 in game one, reached base with 2 walks as well. That's a called strike. Irwin doesn't have blazing speed at first. That's off the end of the bat. That's right under the glove and through the wickets of Kylie Cooper. That had some strange spin on it as well. And after 2 ground outs, Cooper sees one go by her glove to the left and one right between her legs. E5 allows Shinton to reach. Now Maddie Goad steps to the plate. Takes a called strike on the outside corner. Her mom, Christina, listening in from a classroom in Shelbyville. Checked in on email at T-Reese Sports during game one. Don Dillard did as well. The 5'8" freshman corner infielder looks at a pitch down. Maddie 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs in game one. Dropped that batting average below, I don't know if it went below 400. Below the 417, I think, is what she started today in. Fouls that one off. Ball State trying to get on the board early here in game two. Did not score the first run until the 4th inning in game one. Yesterday, I believe they scored in the first inning in both games. And a ground ball off the glove of the pitcher. This will load the bases, an infield single for Goad. Keeps the inning alive right off the glove of Lily Corolla. And Anaya Dawson with an opportunity here in the bottom of the first. 2-out single by KJ Irwin to left field under the glove of the third baseman. And an error on the third baseman. There's a ground ball to short, and that's off the glove of the shortstop, Brooklyn Hicks. Here comes 1 run, and the second runner in standing. 2 unearned runs. And the Framework Athletics first runs of the game as that ball was scorched, but playable for Hicks. Not sure what the official score, Wes Buckner and Christian Lynn, score there on Game Changer, but I think that coaches would expect that one to be fielded. So second error on my score sheet to go along with 2 hits in the inning. As I said, 2 unearned runs. Willow Carden will step to the plate. Sophomore from Coffee County High School in Manchester. Willow, 5'9", elementary education major. First pitch she sees is downstairs. Billy, Bob, and Rachel are her parents. Eliza, Gus, Pearl, Will, and Abe, her siblings. Off the handle, fouls that one back. She is got a wedding date. Her and her fiance for, I believe she told me July. England Bryan, her fiance, is traveling down to Texas with the Vanderbilt Commodores baseball team. Yesterday, during the doubleheader, she played in game one of the doubleheader yesterday. 2-1, swung on and missed. Willa 0 for 2 in that game yesterday. Looking to pick up a hit in a critical spot here in the beginning of game two. Just down. Tough pitch to take with 2 strikes. I don't mean a full count. Ministries, full count. Willow looking for her second hit and possible RBI here. Drills one out to right field. A running catch attempt, but off the glove of Laura Brown. That's going to score 2. Carden on her way to third. The throw gets by Cooper. And that is a 2-run triple. Tough play out there for Laura Brown. That's been a nice running catch. I'm throwing a triple on that. Her first extra base hit of the year. A couple of RBIs gives Ball State the 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the first as Kirsten Smith takes called strike. These are all unearned runs due to the errors. Smith late on that fastball, and she's down in the count 0-2. Sophomore from Louisville came in as a pinch runner in game one of today's doubleheader. Kirsten came in with 1 hit, 1 RBI on the season. Low and away count goes to 2-2. Carden on at third base. 3 hits in the inning on my scorecard, 2 errors on the infield, left side for the Patriots. Check swing, did not go. And a full count. Ministries, full count. Alyssa Dixon, the number 9 hole hitter, hoping to get an at-bat here in the first. Swing and a miss. Down goes Smith, out number 3. 4 runs, they were unearned. 3 hits, 2 errors, and 1 runner left aboard. We're through 1. 4-0, Vol State leads. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network. Five, 6, and 7 due up for Patrick and Henry Community College here in the top of the second inning. Kylie Cooper looks at a called strike on the outside corner by Courtney Denrider. Hit 1 batter, struck out 2 in the first. This is with the first 2 offerings here. Robbie Campbell in his 15th year as the head man at Patrick and Henry, coaches at third. His assistant for 3 years, Josh Gooch, down at first base. Cooper had the only hit of game one for P&H. Infield single. Caitlin Davis went 6 innings, gave up the only hit, no runs, no walks, 8 strikeouts. 3-1 pitch. Like Denrider took a little bit off of that one. He got it over the plate. It's fouled off to the right. Full count Ministries full count with Hannah Haynes, the first baseman, on deck. And the full count pitch. Low and inside, ball 4. Allstate 6 runs on 8 hits in game one. Did not commit an error. Patrick and Henry only 1 error in game one. Have picked up 2 here already in 1 inning of game 2 as Haynes looks at a called strike. Again, I am not the official scorer, so my opinion doesn't really matter. I offer it for your consideration, though. 0-1 pitch squaring around a bunt, attempting and missing is Haynes. Got to be just an attempt at practicing bunting. Down 4-0 in the top of the second. Wouldn't think that's the best offensive move. There's ground ball to second, could be 2. Dixon flips to second for 1, on to first. Not in time. Haynes just beats that one out. Nice attempt. Ball just a little bit too soft. Nice flip there by Alyssa Dixon, though. That looked nice. 4-6, Cooper out on the force out. Haynes reaches on the fielder's choice. That'll bring up Morgan McCrary. Slices that one foul and out of play. McCrary, a sophomore from Bassett, Virginia. Leadoff batter in game one. Runner's taken off. Pitch is a ball. Throw down and the tag. Not applied by Mally Grizzle. Haynes gets underneath the tag. One out, a runner at second. Pitch gets by Irwin to the backstop off of the glove. A wild pitch moves Haynes to third. Prairie 0 for 3 in game one. Squares around a bunt, fouls that one at the plate. Willow Carton will come in from her third base position and snag that for KJ Irwin. Carton played first in yesterday's first game, playing third. Today's swing and a miss and another strikeout for Courtney Denrider, her third of the game. There's the second out of the inning. Brings up left-handed hitting shortstop Brooklyn Hicks for her first plate appearance. Able to check on the pitch low and away. Hicks from Covington, Virginia. She's a freshman. Fouls off that pitch. In the first 6 games, she had a hit in 11 plate appearances. It was a double. Stats from yesterday's doubleheader loss were not up prior to broadcast time. Throw down to third, and KJ Irwin has gotten a pickoff as Carden applies the tag. What a throw, right on the money. Hannah Haynes didn't have a prayer there. She was just caught standing. So a 2-5 pickoff is out number 3. So Hicks will lead off the third. No runs in the inning, no hits, no errors, and nobody left the board. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Vol State leads 4-0. 9-1-2 due up for the Lady Pioneers. Again, if you want to let us know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, and that you're out there, send an email to treesports@gmail.com as Alyssa Dixon hacks at the first pitch from Lily Corolla. Dixon batting in the 9-hole here in game 2. Allows that pitch to go by. She had a hit 2 RBIs in game 1, went 1 for 3, reached base twice. As she steps towards the pitcher, that one rides in, almost hits her hands. 2 balls and a strike. One-man band here in the press box, so sometimes I'll forget about hitting that ball or strike. For baseball, I've got a helper. Softball, Lone Ranger. I only operate 2 cameras for softball. Window does not open in this press box, so we can't really put anything out there. There's a slow hit ground ball back to Corolla. Throws on to first for out number 1. We'll operate at least 4 cameras. An effort to get 5 for baseball. And we're playing on the road this weekend, Chattanooga State. Abby Merle, slow roller to third. It's going to be a tough play, and I don't think Cooper was going to get her. She couldn't make the grab. I'm going to assume Merle was going to beat that out and infield single. But on Game Changer, you can check it. Maybe watch it. I do not have Game Changer pulled up while I'm broadcasting. We've got enough to think about. Mally Grizzle swings at the first pitch, fouls it off the screen. Let's get the runner up there. That would be Abby Merle. Left-handed hitter and very quick out of the box. That would have going to take a tremendous effort from Cooper. She might have had a chance. Another Chick-fil-A Gallatin foul ball that it catches grass on the outside of the playing area. Thanks to Greg and Mary Garrettson and their support of Vol State Athletics. Got an outfield sign up on the Pioneer Field at the Tim Garrett Baseball Complex. They are the foul ball sponsor for baseball, so I just carry it over to softball. Grizzle grounded out the third, her first time up. 1-2 pitch. She is getting rid of softballs at a rapid pace here. Grizzle 1 for 4 in game 1. Started that 5-run rally in the 5th. Change up, swung on a miss, throw down to second. Not in time to get Merle. Two outs now and a runner at second as Merle picks up another stolen base. Her second of the day, first of this game. Second strikeout for Corolla. She's trying to put a 0 on the board for the first time in her time in the circle today. Came in relief in game 1. Went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 4 hits. That ball's drilled out to center field, but over a few steps makes the catch as Allison Brooks for out number 3. Get a runner in scoring position, but can't push Abby Merle home. Got an infield single. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner left aboard after 2, 4-0. Ball State leads. Welcome back on the Ball State Sports Network. Tim Reese. Ball State broadcaster for, this is my 5th year. They've allowed me to put a microphone or a headset on and talk to the people out there in YouTube land. Courtney Denrider delivers. Pitch to Brooklyn Hicks, who was at the plate when Hannah Haynes was picked off a third. Off the end of the bat, little flare pop up to the shortstop. Mally Grizzle handles out number 1. And Allison Brooks, a right fielder, steps in. Number 9 batter in the lineup. Brooks batted second in game 1 in the lineup. Turns away from that inside fastball. Allison 0 for 2. Retired on a nice play by Maddie Goad at third base. Heading the count, 2 balls and no strikes here on a beautiful sunny day in Middle Tennessee. Gallatin located about 20 miles northeast of Nashville, Music City, USA. The county seat of Sumner County. The 3-0 right down Broadway. Brooks from unknown parts of the world. If you're a family member of Allison Brooks and you know where she's from, send me an email. It's the only one on the roster. That ball's lifted high and deep out to left field. It might be playable. Kirsten Smith in the corner cannot haul that one in. It does fall within the fenced area, but she couldn't get there in time, and we'll have a full count. Ministries full count. Not sure why the freshman Allison Brooks hometown is not listed, but everybody else's is located there. Don't think we've had an email all day. Patrick and Henry folks may not even know that the broadcast is on the Ball State Sports Network. Ball 4 delivered. Second walk of the game by Denrider. Now Hannah Frink, who's a strikeout victim in the first, stands in. 1 out, 1 on, squares around a bunt right in front of the plate. KJ Irwin will throw down to first. She's safe and to throw to third across the diamond as Brooks is safe. So a 4-foot base hit by Frink. A little bit of I'll take it, you take it. There, the bunt single. Looked like a little bit of confusion between Carden and Irwin, the catcher. I thought that bunt wasn't going far enough, but Irwin not able to get out and get on it quick enough. Her throw was a good throw to first, but just not in time. Now runners at the corners. This might be, let me see if I can check my score sheet. It might be only the second time. Yeah, in the first inning, or the second inning was the first time that Patrick and Henry had gotten a runner to third all day. And now, 2 innings in a row, runner to third base in game 1. They only left 1 runner on. Kylie Cooper was the only hit, and then Hannah Haynes reached on a fielder's choice. They were the only 2 to touch bags meaningfully in game 1. Squaring around a bunt, and they're going to throw to second. They're going to get the out there to throw home. Not in time, so there's the first run. But the Lady Pioneers will trade an out or run for the out. So a caught stealing. 2-6. And Brooks scores on the throw. It's not a stolen base. Now I think that's 2 balls and no strikes. Well, the scoreboard says 1-1. I'll defer to the Toyota of Gallatin scoreboard. Laura Brown looks at a called strike. So 4-1 now the score. 2 out, nobody on. Foul ball off the screen. Count remains 1-2. The hustling third baseman, Willow Carden, comes in. Get that ball off of the backstop screen. Showing 2-2 now. I just way off. It's showing full count Ministries. Let's see if the umpire puts up a full count sign. He does. The full count pitch. Swing and a miss. And Denrider steps on a fastball and gets Brown for the second time in the game. 4 strikeouts in the ball game, but Patrick and Henry gets on the board for the first time today. A walk, a bunt single that results in a first and third situation. And the runner from first takes off, gets thrown out. And on the throw, Allison Brooks comes in to score. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left aboard. Head to the bottom of the third, 4-1. Vol State leads, trying to get the doubleheader sweep and 4 straight here at home. Be right back. Lily Corolla back in the circle. She'll face 4, 5, and 6 of the Vol State lineup. Maddie Shinton taking ball 1 a little bit up. Reached on an error in the first. Ground ball to Kylie Cooper, the third baseman. There's a ground ball to second. 2 hops bobbled, but Hannah Frink picks it up. As you see, catcher Haley Good hit the little slick rubber mat and go down just to the right of the screen. not batting, but in the lineup. Maddie Goad stands in. Takes the first pitch outside the zone. Maddie hit an infield single. That was off the leg of Lily Carolla. Slider catches the inside corner. Only 2 pitchers so far for Patrick and Henry. Change up, floats right in for a called strike. Eris Smith started game 1 for the Patriots. Carolla came in for 2/3 of an inning, but knocked around pretty good. 4 hits and 2 walks. Allowed 5 runs. Pitched to 8 batters. Eris Smith returned to the game and finished it up. Retired 4 of the 6 batters she faced in her second stint. Fouled out of play. That's a Chick-fil-A at Gallatin. Foul ball. Wes Buckner getting a late start to coach first base. He successfully traverses over the rubber mat. 2-2. It's popped up out to right field. Laura Brown back. Now she's going to have to come hard and makes a basket catch. She misjudged that one off the bat, but was able to recover to retire Goad. First 2 retired here in the third. Brings up Anaya Dawson, the right fielder. She reached on an error. Fairly hard hit ball to the shortstop, Brooklyn Hicks, but Hicks could not handle it, and it went out into center field. Foul out of play. Chick-fil-A at Gallatin, foul ball. 2 runs came in on that error, and then 2 more on Willow Carden's triple off the glove of Brown, the right fielder. Ball was well struck by Willow Carden. Brown got to it and got part of her glove on it, but it wouldn't stay in there. Time her right back to Carolla. She calmly gloves and throws overhand. The first base to retire Dawson. It might be the first 1-2-3 inning of the day. The first, yes, it is. We are through 3 innings. 4-1's the score. We'll be right back on the Ball State Sports Network. Come back a little bit early to see if Bo Fuqua is still on watching down in Decatur, Alabama. The father of Michaela Fuqua, now alumni of Vol State. Appreciate the email, Bo. And we miss Michaela, I'll tell you that, and the Fuquas up here. Michaela led the country the last 2 years in junior college in stolen bases. 80-plus stolen bases in each of her 2 years at Vol State. Led the country. Vol State, I think 2 years ago, led the country as a team. Last year, we're 5th. Den Ryder's second offering to Mackenzie Cobb gets away. Count goes 2 balls and no strikes. Michaela now with Blue Mountain Christian College, along with former Lady Pioneer Anna Harrison. A couple of Vol State baseball players also went there. One happens to be Anna Harrison's boyfriend, Chip Harris. Ryan Murphy, the other Pioneer. Maybe there's others, but those are the 4 that I know about. Anna Harrison, Kayla Fuquay, Chip Harris, and Ryan Murphy. Bo, hope you're able to get down there and watch Michaela. If not, hopefully they've got a good broadcast. 3-1 pitch is fouled off the screen. Willow Carden getting her steps in. Gets over there to get that. And that Full Count Ministries, full count. Again, you can join the show just like Bo. You can be just like Bo, and don't we all want to be just like Bo? Send an email to treesports@gmail.com. And a full count, first pitch foul ball. Off the bat of Mackenzie Cobb, who was plunked in her first at-bat. Got drilled right above that 6 on her back for number 26. Denrider delivers. That's low and away, ball 4. Third walk of the game for Courtney. Denrider, 2.74 ERA a year ago at Indian Hills Community College in Iowa. Facing her opposite number, Lily Carollo, lays down a bunt. And that ball is bunted, and it comes up and taps her body while she's in the batter's box. If she had been out of the batter's box and it had hit her, she would have been out. But Carden, who was charging hard, was able to field it. Corolla will stand in there on an 0-1 count. Does not square here, and the pitch is on the inside corner at the letters to the tall right-handed hitter. Good chance she's over 6 feet tall. Ball State's got a couple of 6 foot, 6'1". It's lifted out to left field. On comes Kirsten Smith. She makes the catch for out number 1. Throw to first. Drives Cobb back. Beats the throw. That swing looked like a big swing, but ball hit toward the end of the bat, did not travel as far. Squaring around a bunt. They're going to throw behind the runner. Alyssa Dixon gets it and gives it up to Grizzle. Apologize again for the late camera switch there, but the throw, quick throw by KJ Irwin to Alyssa Dixon, the second baseman, who is coming in to cover first as Maddie Goad came in to field the bunt. Bunt attempt. Bat was pulled back. A pitch in there for a called strike. 1-1 count. So another pickoff. That is a 2 to 4 to 6. We're out number 2. Telling you, KJ Irwin, she's made her decision before the play occurs. She is not indecisive. Nearly plunked Cooper there. That's the second runner that she's picked off. One at third in the second inning, and now one here at first base in the fourth. Just misses outside. The Full Count Ministries full count. Great job by Alyssa Dixon to be coming in behind the runner. And once again, a Patriot runner just, frozen when the play occurs. I'm assuming they're surprised as that pitch just whispers at the outside corner for called strike 3. Another strikeout for Courtney Denrider. I'm assuming the runner's just not sure that there's going to be a fielder at the bag. 2 of them have been surprised as we are through 4. Ball State with a 4-1 lead. Be right back. Lady Pioneers off this weekend. Pick back up on Wednesday with a doubleheader, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock against Indian Hills. I will effort to broadcast that doubleheader. A little Cardin a check swing foul ball down the right field line as Alyssa Costley back out at first base coaching. So her and Wes Buckner apparently trading. Innings. Lady Pioneers will travel next weekend to Oxford, Alabama. Play 4 games. Another Chick-fil-A Gallatin foul ball. This one gets just past the bullpen. Patrick and Henry. Doubleheader on Friday, noon and 2. And then back at it Saturday, 2 and 6. Doubleheader. I don't know if those games will be broadcasted, but they won't be broadcasted on the Vol State Sports Network. North Iowa Area Community College, game 1. Central Alabama Community College. Then they're going to play Indian Hills again in a single game. Check swing foul ball. Down in Oxford, and then finish up with Frontier Community College. I believe they are also in Illinois. 1-2 count to Willow Cardin, who triple drove in 2 runs. The changeup just lands outside. Corolla thought she had a strikeout there. Pretty close. Outfield playing fairly deep, especially at center. Cardin fouls off a good pitch. Kirsten Smith on deck. Willow hit a line drive to the right of Laura Brown out in right field. Laura tried to make a running catch. It just glanced off of her glove. That was 2 outs. Cardin moves her knees out of the way of the pitch, nearly hit by it, but home plate umpire Ken Cato says that is a strike. So backward K for Willow begins the 4th. Third strikeout of the game for Lily Corolla. Smith, a strikeout victim, lines this one to right field. A diving catch made this time by Laura Brown. This one sticks in the glove, and she steals a base hit or maybe extra bases from Kirsten Smith. Put a star by that one. And Alyssa Dixon stands in. Squaring around a bunt. Tries to lay it down, fouls it at the plate. Abby Merle helps out her teammate. Picking up the bat. Dixon grounded out to the pitcher, leading off the second. 0 for 1 in this game. Swing on a chopped style swing there, down in the count 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. This is low and away. Corolla, 107 innings a year ago, 2.75 ERA, 26 appearances. Right back to her. And another calm overhand throw to first base. Dixon can't keep it out of the pitcher's glove. A 1-2-3 inning for the second inning in a row. Pioneers keep the 3-run lead as we head to the top of the 5th. Courtney Denreiter back out for the Lady Pioneers. Well, I'm sorry you missed that, folks. I'll have to ask Courtney how often that's happened. Her warm up pitch just before that, right there, she went and did her pretty unusual wind up, and that ball slipped out of that right hand and it went backwards. It landed, or it stopped rolling in the grass. She looked back at catcher KJ Irwin with a surprised a smile as you'd ever see, wondering how in the world that happened. I wish we had that on tape, but we don't. But I'm an eyewitness. Hannah Haynes, the lead off for the Patriots, looks at a called strike. Reached on a fielder's choice. Was ultimately picked off at third base. KJ Irwin surprised her with a absolutely perfect throw to Willow Carden. As quick a throw after a pitch is caught as you're going to see. She did the same thing to first base, and both Patriot runners were frozen when the throws got to the bag. 0-2 pitch, gets that inside corner, and another strikeout for Courtney Denrider. Morgan McCrary steps to the plate. Strikeout victim to end the second. Six strikeouts for Denrider. Swing and a miss. Two balls and a strike. Denrider's fourth appearance of the year. It's her second start. Previous three appearances, 6 1/3 innings, 10 hits, 9 runs, 8 earned, squaring around the butt, popping that up back this way off the facade, maybe off of the Patriot. No, not the Patriot. The Patch, the Pioneer. I'm sorry. The Pioneer. Looking at the Patriots' uniforms. Normally, away uniforms for teams have their full name, Patrick and Henry, on it. Normally, it's a home uniform, but these are gray uniforms. It does have Patriots across the chest. A check swing, but rung up on an inside at the knees. Another backward K, and that's another strikeout for Courtney Denrider. That's 3 in a row that she set down via the K. All 3 backward Ks. Speaking of Ks, here's Brooklyn Hicks. Swing and a miss. She's got a K in the middle of her name. Denrider trying to lower that 8.84 ERA. A little trouble yesterday with the Danville Jaguars. Only allowed 2 runs, though. Otherwise, that would have been, I think, 3 straight shutouts for Lady Pioneer pitching. Left-handed hitting shortstop Hicks swings and misses. Denrider had 11 strikeouts in those 6 1/3 innings. She's got 7 here. Make it 8 strikeouts, and she strikes out the side here in the 5th. This one's swinging. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Only 1 hit in the game, and that also was an infield single by Hannah Frink. It was a bunt. So 2 hits in the day for the Patriots. And combined, I don't think they've gone 15 feet. So Ball State pitching has shut down The hitting of Patrick and Henry, who are 0-9. They played at Roane State yesterday. See if I can pull up when Patrick and Henry, I think they might travel north next time they play. Lily Carolla back in the circle. Alyssa Costley will amble down to first base. Abby Murrell, the leadoff batter, stands in here in the bottom of the fifth inning. And that gets by third baseman Kylie Cooper, heading to second, and in there head first is Abby Murrell. See if I can get over to Game Changer. I think that is going to be a double. Mally Grizzle 0 for 2 stands in. First pitch misses outside. And it was scored a double. Slow roller, and Murrell steps right in front of Hicks, who can't get that one. Murrell's going to come to the plate. Now the throw down to second base. Just underneath the tag is Grizzle. So Grizzle reaches on the E6. Murrell comes in to score on that same error. So no RBI, but Vol State now leads 5-1. Murrell's shot down the third base line as KJ Irwin fouls that one off. Chick-fil-A Gallatin foul ball. Murrell's ground ball was just to the right of Kylie Cooper, the third baseman. Had just happened to look down. Didn't see the play. I think we got it on the video. I hope I did. I didn't think she got a piece of it. I thought it was hit hard enough that they would give Murrell a double. Lined on top of the dugout. KJ Irwin likes going opposite way. Ball 2. Irwin 1 for 2 in this game. Couple of hits in game 1. Ground ball to short, and another bobble there by Hicks, who's having a game she wants to forget. She picks up her third error of the ball game as time is called. And Hicks is going to be replaced by Trinity Ahern. Several of those not necessarily routine plays, I wouldn't tell you, but as I told you earlier, the Patriots have not been able to get out on the field. Is getting a phone call here. See what we got. Go ahead for the press box. Might have to call me back in between innings, okay? All right. Pitch called a strike. And that's what I had on 2 plays. I think that was Wes. Maddie Shinton at the plate. Pinch runner is Caitlin Dillard at first base. That's going to get into the green and fall right in front of left fielder Morgan McCrary, and the bases are going to be loaded. Second hit of the inning, that's by Maddie Shinton, her first hit of the game. A little flare that loads the bases. Brings up Maddie Goad. Goad lets the first pitch land down low. Still nobody out. Grand slam right here to walk it off. Goad hit a grand slam in yesterday's game. This is not. It's a ground ball to second. Gloved in, throw to second for 1. That's all they'll get, and a run scores. There's the first out, RBI fielder's choice by Goad. Unearned run. Dillard moves over to third base as Dawson tries to lay down a bunt. Fouls it back. I had Dawson 0 for 2, reached on an error and grounded back to the pitcher. Lily Carolla has the sign and delivers. Runner takes off to second base. Goad picks up the stolen bag. So now 2 runs in scoring position. As time is called, head coach Robbie Campbell coming out to have a chat. I would assume that he's letting them know, hey, this is the winning run at the plate. Anaya Dawson, probably not considered a home run hitter. She'd probably pick up a couple of them, but wouldn't think she's considered one of the power hitters on this team, like Maddie Shinton and Maddie Goad. Mallie Grizzle. Haley Deering. Conversation is complete. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Winning run at the plate, squaring around the bunt, but taking ball 3. McCrary, Brooks, and Brown left to right in your outfield. Cooper, Ahern, Frink, and Haynes left to right in the infield. Haley Good behind the plate. 3-1. Sliced foul to Full Count Ministries. Full count. Willow Carden on deck. 1 out. 2 runs in. Tapper to the right side. They'll get the out at first and allow a run to come in. And now Vol State 2 runs away. Let's see if Willow Carden can end the ball game with a swing. Willow had 6 bombs her freshman year. It's drilled out to left center field. That's going to get down. 1 hops the fence. She rounds first. Heading to second. She will be in with a standing dudette double. And now the winning run in scoring position. Carden picks up her 3rd RBI and her 2nd extra base hit. Kirsten Smith stands in. 2nd double of the inning Ball gets by good behind the plate. Now the winning run 60 feet away. Fouled off the screen. Couple of errors in the inning, 3 hits. Leadoff double by Abby Merle. Then an error, and then another error. Lined off the screen in front of the visitors' dugout. The count goes 1 ball and 2 strikes. Then Maddie Shinton dumped a single into left field to load the bases. Maddie Goad reached on a fielder's choice, scoring 1 run, and Nia Dawson grounds out the first for another run. And then a RBI double by Carden. And she sits down at third base with the winning run. That would end the game due to the mercy rule, the 8-run rule. 8-1's the score. Just missed. That's a tough pitch to take. Corolla thought she had ended the inning. This is the bottom of the 5th. Ball stayed with 4 in the inning. Smith with the ground ball. Tough play. That would end the ball game. Base hit into right field ends the game. I don't know why I had that runner there. We'll get that runner off. Clear the outs. And put this one final. Kirsten Smith gets the RBI single. And this one belongs to the Pioneers. Get the doubleheader sweep. A game that takes an hour and 11 minutes. Courtney Denrider picks up the win. That is her first win of the year. Puts her at 1-1. Lily Corolla takes the loss. And I don't have her statistics. Denrider with the win. Ball State moves to 6-2. On the season. That's 4 straight here at home. Patrick and Henry falls to 0-10. Lady Pioneers back in action next Wednesday. We'll effort to carry it right here on the Vol State Sports Network. Yours truly should be able to fit that into my schedule. I think the men's team plays on Tuesday of next week against Wren Lake. So no games for baseball. There is some basketball, but that'll be at Jackson State for the women's and men's. So Courtney Denrider with 5 innings of 1 hit, 1 run, softball, walked 3, struck out 8 to get the complete game victory. So congratulations to Courtney Denrider. She is your Toyota of Gallatin player of the game. 2 pitchers today. Caitlin Davis in game 1. Courtney Denrider here in game 2. Get victories in the circle. Christian Lynn picks up, let's see, that is victory number. Where are we here? There we go. He came into the season 91-34. So he now has 97 wins. 3 in his 3rd year. So he is 3 wins away from 100 as a head coach. That's according to my math. There's a chance that could be wrong. I'll try to check it and make sure for the next broadcast. But Lady Pioneers get the doubleheader victory 9-1 after winning game 1. 6-0. Yesterday's doubleheader win over Danville, 8-0 and 15-2. Appreciate all those who emailed in. Bo Fuquay and earlier Christina Goad, Don Dillard. Let's get to the Full Count Rhythm, Full Count Ministries verse of the game. Find that in Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32. It's always a good one to teach your kids and to remember as an adult as well. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you. Something I don't think about enough is I don't know what life is like in somebody else's shoes. I only know what it's like in mine. We need to just realize that other people are going through it, just like we do from time to time, and give them a little slack. Give them some grace. Give them some mercy. Ephesians 4:32 is your Full Count Ministries verse of the game. I appreciate you all listening in today. It's always great to get out here and give some broadcast love to these Lady Pioneers. They finished in the top 20 in the country a year ago, and they definitely deserve the time and attention that I can give. And I always enjoy my time here at the Nichols Softball Complex. Appreciate head coach Christian Lynn and the staff here, the folks, administration, Dr. Wendy Tossenson in her second year at the presidency here at Vol State. A lot of stuff going on here, especially with athletics and campus beautification as well. And I'm proud to be part of this school here in Gallatin, Tennessee. So for Dr. T and athletic director Bobby Hudson and head coach Christian Lynn, I'll say so long for now. Thank you for joining me today. God bless you as we close down another athletic event here on the Vol State Sports Network.